to talk about in Sodom and Gomorrah is the reason why God was really mad at Sodom and Gomorrah is, well, we made a word out of that Sodom word, right, about a particular set of sins, right? Are we familiar with this? And there's some things that goes on. Did you know that the Old Testament talks a lot about the guilt of Sodom? And it never, ever mentions that part of it. It talks about how they were unfaithful to the covenant that God had given them, and how they were unhospitable to strangers who were living in their town. And that is all the Old Testament ever talks about after the initial Genesis story. It never talks about what those guys wanted to do with those angel guys. Never comes up. What does come up in that story is the lack of care for those who are not like us. Remember when Jesus says something along the lines, you've heard it said, to love your neighbor but hate your enemy, but if you don't love even those who do the worst things to you, if you don't even bless those who curse you, how are you better than the Gentiles? Do not the Gentiles even love those who love them back?